tracking 1,200 calories a day, but you're not seeing results, then give me the next few minutes because I'm going to share with you 3 common scenarios I see that are keeping women from seeing those results that they're looking for. And hey, I've even put together a tracking guide that's going to help you save time when it comes to logging your food. So if you want to grab that, just drop tracking guide in a comment below and I'll get that sent right over to you. And hey, I'm Becky Fox. I'm a fitness and nutrition coach and I've helped thousands of women lose the weight and keep it off over the last 20 years as a personal trainer and coach. All right, let's dive into this because if you are tracking 1,200 calories, the last thing you want to do is have to cut more calories in order to see results. It's probably already tough to stick to 1,200 calories, so I'm guessing you don't want to have to drop to 1,000 or 800 in order to get the needle moving. So here are 3 things that I want you to look at first before we make any changes to your calorie intake, okay? So number 1 is that you're not actually eating 1,200 calories. I know this is gonna be hard to hear, but I've worked with a lot of women over the years who are tracking some things and not other things, okay? So everything that has calories that goes in your mouth counts. And sometimes we're not missing things on purpose, we just sometimes don't think about it. So we have to make sure that everything is going in that food log because 100 calories here, 200 calories here, 300 calories there, it can add up, keeping you in more of a maintenance level of calories versus the actual calorie deficit that you need to see in order to lose that weight, okay? So this means if you're having creamer in your coffee, yes, it counts. If you're cooking with oils, if you're putting things like nuts or salad dressing on your salads, if you're grabbing a couple French fries off your kid's plate, yes, those count too as much as we don't want them to. So any little treats, any little snacks that we're having throughout the day have to be added on there because if they aren't, right, those numbers, you're not actually eating 1,200 calories. So I know this might be hard to hear, but if you start to add those things in, you can get a more accurate picture of where you're at and then start to make some adjustments from there that's gonna help you to see better results, okay? Second thing, again, if you're only logging 3 days out of the week and you don't know what you're doing the other 4, then it's going to be really tough for you to see, to really know that you're actually eating 1,200 calories, right? If we are guessing that we're eating 1,200 calories, well, I hate to break it to you, it's just a guess. And there's a good chance that you're actually eating a lot more than that unless you're eating exactly the same as those 3 days that you're logging on the days that you aren't. But what I've seen from a lot of women is typically on those days we're not logging, we aren't eating the same, and chances are sometimes we're even eating more than we would on the days that we're logging. So make sure if you really want to see results and you're at a sticking point, be consistent logging. I know it's tough, it can be challenging, but it's gonna give you the data that you need so that you can start to get the scale moving again, okay? And if we're guessing what we're eating or not really sure how many calories we're eating and we think we're eating 1,200 calories, I hate to break it to you, but chances are if you're not logging 4 days out of the week, your average for the whole week is gonna be quite a bit higher than you think it is. And this includes weekends, okay? So if we're going out on the weekends and we're drinking alcohol and we're going out to dinner and we're eating a lot of sweets and things like that, that can tip that 1,200 calories to an average of say 2,000 or 2,500 calories for the week, and we're not in a deficit anymore, okay? So log consistently if you really wanna make sure that you're on the right track, okay? Now you might be like, Becky, I do both of those things. I log everything that goes into my mouth, and I even, I track every day, I don't miss a day, and I'm still stuck, okay? Now, if this is you, there's a good chance that you've been dieting for a long time. You've been following 1,200 calories for a long time. What's happened is called metabolic adaptation. Your body has adapted to that lower calorie state. And as much as it's gonna sound crazy to do this, we're gonna wanna bump those calories up to get your body, your metabolism and your body burning fat again, okay? So we don't wanna stay in a diet phase for months and months and months, years and years and years. Your body eventually will adapt to that, and that 1,200 calories will no longer be a calorie deficit, it will be a maintenance. So if we don't cycle lower calories with higher calories, you're eventually going to get stuck. So at that point, if that's you, we'd wanna reverse diet, do some cycles so you can start to see those numbers moving again, okay? All right, so thank you so much for watching this video. Let me know if you had a takeaway, drop it in a comment below. And again, if you wanna grab my tracking guide, just write tracking guide in a comment below. I'll send you over some of my top tips to help you simplify and save time when it comes to logging your food, because when you are consistent with it, you're gonna have more information that's